Hello and welcome back. Right, we have work to do. First thing, small job, let's clean up. Yep, definitely. And then we have a big job. We need to start shifting some logs, and there are a lot of them. Yes, I do apologise for the graphics. It is so weird. I played on this setting for ages, absolutely years, and it was absolutely fine, but it's weird how your brain adjusts to the quality that you see all the time. It's so different. I just can't believe it. How this feels so awful now, and yet it's still it's not terrible. I just don't know why. Yeah, it's really just hard to get used to. And yet it isn't that awful, but it just, I think because I've got so used to 4K content, these gear changes are absolutely ridiculous. Yes, wow, look at the wood. I have absolutely no idea what sort of price we'll get, or yeah, I've not done any no woods, no forestry on FS22 at all, apart from chopping the odd tree. And it's weird, but even on my Hobo's Hollow, I've got lots of wood to cash in that I've chopped down half of by hand. I might add a forest. It's, yeah, it was to make a field larger basically, but I still haven't got around to actually cashing in the wood itself, so we have no idea what sort of price wood actually fetches in FS22. Well, I think this will be our 84th bale if I don't get marooned on a... Whoa, bales are such a lure unto themselves. This is going to be close. This is quite amazing. It really is. We're going to get that 84th bale just. Oh no, actually there's a bit at the top as well. Looking at it, it's under the corner. Definitely. That's a little bit, and that is our 84th bale. So 84 bales again, brilliant, and a little bit of the next one. Yes, I've been thinking all day about what I'm going to use to grab the wood up. It's really strange, but actually what came to mind was one of these square bale forks. But I am going to use what I would always use, which is the Tajfun. Absolute firm favourite of mine. Don't go anywhere without one. It is literally an absolute amazing, both blade and also, yeah, obviously its main job as a winch. You know, bales are such a pain in the backside at times. Right, there we go. That is job 1 done. Clean up. And then job 2. This can be the... Yeah, let's go tuck the actual wood trailer, and then I think we need the... we need the weight actually, so we need to grab that off the fence. Yeah, I'm going to go with the mass of the Massey, definitely. I need to need to let this go for the also need to pull that down. That is important. Where is the adapter? We are going to... it's there. Yeah, we're going to need something. I have an idea. To be honest, I will explain. I'll just get the weight on the back. 7.7 tons. Oh, okay. Right. Shame about the colour, but hey ho. Do love the freedom that this actually gives. It is an amazing... Yeah, right, okay. We're going to race off, we're not going to cheat. I was going to have to store deliveries, but no, let's make this a thing. Right, let's get off to the shop. I'm going to grab the Taj Fun, and we're going to stick on the front, not the back. Because although it is absolutely amazing, I'm sort of going to use it almost like you would a shovel. As well as obviously it can, you know, tow things as well. Yes, I did say I'd leave some cryptic clues on what I meant by this isn't going to go where you think it is. I'm not very good at keeping secrets, I'm not, but yes, it's not going to go where you think it is. I've got quite an idea in my head, and that's alright. I seem to have lost my direction. I can't see the other. Well, I need to get this clean. It's dead mucky. Okay, I can't see the other. I think I've gone wrong. I've missed my... You think? I know the lay of the land's wrong. Never... Oh, wow, I've missed the actual... Right, I'm back on the path. Okay then. Yeah, I definitely need to watch this. Look at the... How mucky the windows are, I can hardly see out. Right. Okay, we're going to buy the Taj Fun. It is fantastic, even if as yeah. Let's do that now. Remind myself, what is on special today? Ooh, yes. Right, forestry. This has got to be one of my absolute favourite pieces of equipment, so we'll buy this. But we'll also lease. Let's have a look. We don't need to, yeah, the TMC lease. Yes. Okay. Put that on the front, because I'm going to use this as, yeah. It is also a bit of a blade. Oh, I hate that when you do that. Oh, I didn't think of that, did I? But, luckily enough, we do have that trick up our sleeve. Yes. Of course, we can't use them like that, but... Right, okay, we can at least carry it like that. Right, so that's for tree stump removal, and the Taj Fun is to push the wood. I like the freedom of having it on the 3-point, and people talk about realism, and I know people don't always like these cobbled together solutions, but the thing is, it would work. It's not anything major, it really is. I'm actually using it almost like a shovel, not in any other way, so this would actually work for what we're trying to do. Well, To be honest, devising such a device as this, it would actually work anyway. I mean, yeah, we're not trying to do anything special, but it's not beyond the realms of possibilities of people making such a device as this, really. Where there's a will, there's a way. If people want to do something special, it is possible, and people will achieve their end goal, definitely. And I'm still losing my sense of direction. Keep missing the other. Ah, that's the rock. That is the rock I should be aiming for. So I should be seeing the other. Nearly on the normal. Ah. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Right, we'll drop the tree stump remover. Oh. Oh. Got a minute. Wow, that's a bit difficult to actually understand which one was which. Right. Yes, I like the extra. Obviously, we've got extra direction with having that on, and that is the versatility of such a thing. And that is what I'm trying to use it for first. That is to literally get everything into decent sort of stacks. Right, let's get on with this job. Let's get this sorted. We may have to use the Taj Fund though to actually separate these, because if the piles are going to be too big. If we try to grab them, I think we're going to have to try to split them into smaller piles. Otherwise, when we grab them, we're going to grab too many. That's obviously the shortcoming of using what I'm trying to use, that amazing mod. We do definitely need to get these all into reasonable piles rather than massive piles. Otherwise, it's just, and also reasonably level, end to end. Smash it, that's one pile. Let's say 4 or so. Whoa, he says as he knocks them about. Alright, let's just tidy that up again. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of that, I would say. Okay. It's going to take a while, so I am going to say my words, because this is definitely not going to be a 10-minute job. The tidy will help us, although it seems wasted, this is important, it truly is, of any logging sort of thing, is getting everything into piles. It really is a massive part of it, so yes, it's not something that is waste of time, but it is going to be time consuming, so I'm going to say my words. See you guys and gals on the other side. back. Right, I have an idea in the back of my mind a long time ago. There was an episode with but it also sort of cheats here. One good thing about this, no, that sounds like I'm saying it's bad apart from that, and that's not what I mean. One of the good things about this trailer is you can detach the back section, which should be the width, and it's going to sort of, do that, which I know it's technically cheating. It's quite useful for what we're trying to achieve. I remember seeing an episode on, it wasn't Chainsaw Valley, it wasn't, but it was, right, smashing a bit naughty, I know, but yeah, it helps us. It's really, ooh, we have a log stuck underneath. It's different. Yeah, we're going to need to, I wonder if that was, no, I don't think it was stuck before. Okay, let's try that again. No, nothing to do with it. Right, we need to spill this over for once, because it's not going to want to spill over. Because of course it's not going to want to. Right, yes, I will spit my words out. I just wasn't expecting to get a piece of wood underneath. On one of the episodes where Frithgo did a logging map, there was a couple of pieces of wood that were just totally wrong, bad, and I'm wondering if there's that tree that wouldn't cut in with the cut I had to do it with a chainsaw. I wonder if that was bad. Isn't that typical? When it's got a bit of weight in it, it's as easy to tip as anything. When you want to tip it, it won't tip. Come on. Tip easy enough without this. Yeah, put a few logs in and it'll tip, but without that, not so much. Come on, tip. Physics is supposed to be real. Right then, maybe not. Right, so then, let us try. I can't tell which one it is. Right, we're going to literally move and get one piece of wood at a time to see if my theory is right. If it's not, then I'm going to be leaving this for a while, because if it is the map, which I don't think 1 minute it is. What is that? It's going to be a pain with this though. It's a shame I can't. Well, it is what I've got. It's a test. Let's just leave one piece of wood in the thing and we'll push them in one at a time until we can identify if what I'm saying is true. And also, I always thought that piece of wood that I did separate over there was it. Now, I shouldn't have thought if it's not in the chevron area that it should affect things at all, but not an expert in dodgy pieces of wood. So then, either this is broken, well, that piece of wood is dodgy, and if we get more than one, then yeah, we should. So we know that one is either yes, if it is that, we could have grabbed half of the tree for all I know, in which case it would be fine. This one would be a pain. I've never quite known it to be like that though. I would have thought it should sell everything except the dodgy piece of wood, but it refuses to sell, which to me more seems to point to something wrong with the sawmill. Yeah. if I've got 2 or 3 pieces of dodgy wood. I don't think it is, if I'm honest. My gut now tells me that actually, no, I'm on the wrong. Oh, will you pack it in? Splitting a piece of, you know, like one at a time. An absolute nightmare. Oh, I've got 2 there. Those little spindly bits. Imagine those 2 spindly bits are from 2 different trees. That's the one good thing you can say about that. This is an absolute. Now then, is there another? Can you a modded one? Obviously, if this one's broken, can't stop the game. It'd be silly. There's got to be other places that sell wood. A modded one. I'm gonna have to look one up. I am. And place it. Alright then. So, 2 of these spindly bits. One of them should definitely be. Because there's 2 end pieces from 2 trees. So if my theory was correct, then we should be able to sell one of these end pieces if it wasn't the actual sawmill, which I'm now leaning towards. Ah, it's not. So it is the dodgy piece of wood theory. Now, this also could be from another tree. Okay, well if it is, no, we know the sawmill's working, that is definitely good. It's definitely a dodgy piece of tree theory then. So I was right first time, first theory. Right, let's try those and separate those. Oh well. So we've got 3 bits of wood, or at least we're getting somewhere, because that's going to be a right pain. Obviously I've got no way of identifying which the dodgy tree was. Ah, it's dodgy as well. Wow, I hope we're not going to get too much of this, because this is going to be well. This is, yeah, this is going to get as boring for you as it is for me doing it if we had to do this for any length of time. No, it's not like that. Well, I've heard of rain stops play, but never wood stops play. Yes, very strange. I'd hate being beaten by game mechanics. I'd like to know what is causing something, and it was only after sort of thinking about it a bit at work, and I thought, do you remember that episode with Frithgar had with his logging map? He had pieces of wood that did right weird things. Seriously? That is bad. Yeah, I do not know how on earth. I've got to hope that game mechanics will work that out naturally. And it'll drop off at some point over the map, that piece of wood that's stuck underneath the trailer. That's just, yeah, that's not right. can't believe that's from one tree. Can't. That's just too much of a... Right, let's go get some more. Let's go and test this. I use that other trailer. No. It did sort of work, me using the other trailer, but it wasn't a good... It was a good idea, but it was not... the trailer's not meant to carry wood, and you could see that it really did not like it. It slowed it down to a ridiculously slow number, so... Got to switch this on for this map. You really do need it. It's so easy to get turned around and lose your way. Yeah, the other thing which was my own fault, that did throw me out, was the gradient of the land. It was, in my mind, blaming the trailer behind for everything, and it's not. The trailer is okay. It isn't as stable as I thought when I looked at it, though. That is the truth. I can't sort of take all of the blame. Right, we're actually onto the normal road. Oh, there's one of the pieces that flung out. That flung across the map. This is the one patch of road I wanted to avoid, and it's the one patch of road I've actually found. That's about right. Right. Okay then. We should use the telehandler. And we should stick another load in and test one more load. If I get this again with... I'm going to go to a different area though. You know, like as in, I don't mean a different area, I mean as in like a different set of wood, just to discount my theory that it was that one. I don't think it is. That seems to be far more than one tree now, that you could possibly, the chances of you grabbing like one particular tree are really so slight as to be almost, to me now, suggesting that it's not liking something about the logs themselves, which is an absolute shame, but I have no control over. If it is, of course, then we shall have to abandon my plans, which is a shame. I've really got something quite special planned for this, so I'm hoping we can carry on. The other thing is, I will say, this kind of wood, it does not like you holding more than 2 or 3 pieces of big wood. It really doesn't. I've got to be very careful. That I've never... Mr. CDP showed this off at its best, where he grabbed lots of things. I mean, even vehicles. It never did the wobbly trick. He did say it got close at one point. He'd never managed to do that, and I know that obviously the big backhander of old used to likewise do that. If you grabbed logs the wrong way round with the old big backhandler in FS19, it would do the shaky trick, and it does warn you in its own way. It starts to shake more and more violently. Oh my life. Is that being a hobby still? This is going to be fun, isn't it? It's not going to like having a log like that. Creative with how I do this, especially fighting the mod where that wooden log's underneath. It's not going to like that. It's just typical. It's going to be like doing weird things until, you know, I do love this game, but there are moments when it's an absolute pain in the backside. If I put the straps on the one underneath, it's also going to be... just going to have to crack crack on. I need to test this theory. If I get multiple ones of these that are not able to, yeah, then this is going to be a game changer. It is going to be a map issue or a wood issue on this map, and that I have no control over. Truly don't. So let's grab these few down here. Let's look at some big woods though. Yeah. That's enough actually. Yeah, this wood is not very happy with itself. It does start to chatter quite quickly with the straps on. You can see it fighting now. Yeah, that trailer's not. It's like the magical world, isn't it? Where everything's talking to it, which is exactly what really happens on Farming Simulator. I don't know if you've ever noticed the mods wobble slightly when another mod comes into contact with another mod. It's, yeah, you get some serious on FS22 anyway. We did on FS19 actually. Not quite so noticeable though, it's definitely far more noticeable on FS22 than it ever was on FS19. Let's pull back a little. I'm not going to get away with much more than that. For testing purposes that should be enough, I should say. If we get that same problem with this, then we shall see. No, it's just got to be very careful. This is where it is very unsteady. If you take too rapid a turn, of course it's not helping that it's got a piece of wood underneath, which is upsetting the mod itself. It's not all down to the mod. Right. Moment of truth. If we get trouble with this, literally I'm not going to be I'm going to obviously come out of the game, because this is something that I've got to clean this area up. I can't do so until whatever this kind of issue is with this particular map is sorted, or the wood or whatever it is, which is a shame. I think it's trying. Oh, this is where I've got to be. This is why I've got to stick to the road roughly, because you can see the lay of the land there. This trailer doesn't like it, so although this road is as bumpy as anything, which I should be able to do something about, I might actually do that. Yeah. Take the bumpiness out of the road, because yeah, when you're logging like this, you need a reasonably level piece of land, reasonably, to be able to take your wood to the sawmill. I tipped at least 2 or 3 loads, basically because the gradient to the land to the right of us was so severe in places that it just naturally tipped, which it would do. There's no arguing with those kind of mechanics. That's true to life. If you literally took a trailer load like this and the gradient went too bad, your load would tip to the left, because all the weight would go to the left or the right, or yeah, whichever way. But it is definitely realistic. Whereas, yeah, this is reasonably flat, even if it's very bumpy. So I have got a healthy respect now for the gradients to the right, because they definitely are too bad for this trailer to cope with. Maybe any. I did used to, when I was heavily into wooding on my Sudbury Meadows, it was the very first sort of thing I went into. I did absolutely love logging, but a little bit too much. I used to decimate entire forests. I mean, like 1.5 million. Yeah, the first one on Sudbury Meadows, the very first one near the farm. I used to sell the farm and buy the piece of land next to the farm, and I decimated and replanted that entire forest so many times. It's unbelievable. And I'm in the right way. Yeah, I am. That's alright. Yeah, so I am no stranger to logging. It's just, yeah, I haven't done it in a long time. I don't know that feeling of like killing entire forests, forest killer. So I stopped doing it. I did. Even the replanting didn't make the feeling go away. That was, yeah, I didn't like that feeling. So I stopped. Let's go to the left of that. Now again, this is, yeah, dangerous gradients where it could go the other way. Yeah. Ooh, it's going, but will I get away with it? course it's that log that's sticking out. That's flipped over. No, it hasn't. Those logs are causing issues. Just put that to the left. It's not the lady over. Whether she's a ghost-like being or not, let's be as realistic as possible. Right, moment of truth. We shall do what we did last time as well. If this is, let's just give it a chance. Then let's go right into the chevroned areas and take off the straps. That is bad. I have no control over that then, so it would not actually. Okay, so let's do that same trick again. We need to separate the wood, so I don't want it dropping on the chevroned area. That's going to stuff up. Why is that not allowing me to separate the... that's typical. Drops off and it's still piece of underneath. The only way I could do that is to, for once, reset the trailer, because I can't tip it over. And it's, yeah, for some reason, totally stuck. Alright, let's just prove my theory. Properly, scientifically, just to show that I'm... Whoa. Let's try to separate some of these out a bit. Okay. Well, I hoped I was wrong about this. I really did. No. That might be on the edge, so I might have to. Yeah, let's try it again. Let's just make sure we're properly, you know, it's got to be proper. That's definitely not selling. Right, the Dutch piece of wood. Yeah, this is more than it possibly could be, just like a specific tree, so this is the wood itself. Oh, it's such a shame. I was absolutely thoroughly enjoying my time on the Risoux forest. So I've got two options: either sell the forested area. Wow, what a loss of money we've taken. We'll obviously get our money back for the field, because it's gonna, yeah, it is gonna cause issues. I can't obviously. It's down to the map itself. Then I have no option other than to buy another piece of land. It is a beautiful map. But, you know, should have stuck to my guns and left forestry alone. Oh, I did have it was a beautiful plan. It really was. And maybe JM Gaming can actually sort the issue out. I don't know what it is. I don't know how hard that is to sort out even. It's not my area of expertise. Let's try. Let's try and grab one of those. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. Oh, wow, that is a well. Can we, whilst that's like that, try and wash it out. But no. It's going to be very difficult to do. Looking at that, there's only one thing that's going to sort that out in this game, and that would be a reset. So as much as I hate doing it, this is the one time. Oh, seriously. I've now got Google. What on earth has my new tally done? I want to apologise for this. Can't see in this light. Wow. Must have said something to upset Google. How ridiculous. Thank you, Google. Yeah, new telly just... Yeah, with some features. Obviously I must have said something that Google thought, oh come on. It's bad enough to be proved correct about this. Oh. I know you can't see what's happening, but my right. Let's try that again. Yeah, my telly's trying to set up the Google Assistant aspect of this TV. Typically, so I can just... Yeah, another dodgy. Right. Okay, I think that really does prove my theory totally correct. So, I am saving my game for now, having proved my point. This is definitely more than one tree. Let's reset that trailer though. No, it's on the proper map, Mr. Smith. It's had a long time since you've done it, I know. I'll forgive you this time, but... Right. Flatbed reset. Yes. Just make sure that's... Should be right, but I'm just going to double check. Should have got rid of the wood underneath. Yeah, smashing. Lovely. Okay, we're going to need to grab the other section of it. Right, I am going to go away. I'm going to stop my recording because, yeah, I'm not sure how to handle this. I'm going to have a good think about it. Obviously, that wood is somehow bugged for some reason, so... Yeah, I'm going to post this, obviously. Now, there have been a couple of days, because I've had lots of issues with wood and all the rest of it, yeah, that I've gave it a miss. And also I did yesterday, but I'm going to put all the episodes together so that JM Gaming can also have a look, so they can have a see or advise about the map, see what, if it's likely to be a long fix or not. Because what I should do, I love this map, I do, it's amazing. It will not stop me having a go, but what it would mean was I would probably have to oh, that was nasty. I'd have to get rid of the placeables and sell that patch of land, but also it's going to throw us out for that entire section of the map, because there's nothing I can do with hundreds of pieces of wood littered around. So annoyingly I would have to move home, so I think I'll choose number 1, and we'll go into no logging on this map to begin with, whilst JM Gaming has a look at the map and the wood and sorts out whatever issue there is with it. Right, so we shall leave it there. I hope you're going to continue with me. I am not letting this beat me, but I will have to think about how to handle this. So for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue on this journey with me, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.